Thinking about giving up shampoo? So I've now been no poo for just over 2 months, and I wish to God I'd actually done this before. Like, my hair is so healthy and it has so much more volume than it did before. And yes, the first few weeks weren't very pleasant, but totally worth it in the end. Hi, I'm Rachel Wood. I'm a relationship and life coach with Creative Pathways Coaching. But today I'm going to do a bit more of a video, a lifestyle video today, just to mix it up a little bit. So there's been a lockdown in Australia for around about 2 months, I think. And in that time, I've been no poo. That means no shampoo. So I had considered going without shampoo, stopping shampoo. I've been considering that for the last couple of years, but there's always that greasy period to get through and I've always put it off. I have, over the last couple of years, decreased. I used to actually wash my hair every day. I guess as you get older, your hair isn't as healthy. And so I actually stopped doing it every day and was then shampooing probably every second, third day. So I have thin, long hair, which needs both volume at the roots as well as care at the ends, because it can get quite damaged at the ends. I also have dreads as well. They're fairly easy to maintain. So I have a number of dreads just underneath. So as soon as I found out about the lockdown, I thought it was actually a perfect opportunity to do no poo. I wasn't quite sure how long the lockdown was going to be, but I thought that would give me at least a couple of weeks to deal with that greasy period and see what my hair actually looked like after that. Now, before, I have gone for about 5 days without washing my hair, and so I knew there was going to be the greasiness, and I remember in those 5 days it was starting to get greasy. But the other thing I had with it was that my scalp used to get itchy. Like, it happened a few times where I wouldn't wash it for like 5 days and my scalp would get itchy, and it was one of the things I wondered how long that would last too. But I now realize that the itchiness may have been a result of shampooing my scalp too much. This is just my own personal opinion here, but that's what I think that was about. I had a tendency towards getting dandruff, that itchy scalp after a number of days of not washing also, and I assumed, you know, that was associated with the dandruff. I now think that that has more to do with shampooing my scalp too much. So going into lockdown, the plan was I was going to give up shampoo, but I was still going to condition the ends of my hair. So still using conditioner in the shower, because I just thought, I mean, if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to get a brush through it. So I thought I'd still keep conditioning my hair, I just wouldn't shampoo my hair. Now, I also still plan to use a mousse, a hair mousse, just at the roots to create that volume that I needed, because I've got thin hair. So I was planning to also continue using the mousse too. And with the shampoo, I was just going to do cold turkey. Like, I was just going to stop using shampoo completely. I wasn't going to use, you know, those shampoo bars or anything like that. I wasn't going to use any of that. I was just going to go cold turkey. But after about a week of dealing with this itchy scalp and the greasiness, I then started looking on the internet for some sort of alternative that I could use, more natural alternative that I could use to sort of clean the hair a little bit or something. And what I found was the Bi-Carb Soda and apple cider sort of routine that you can use. It can use as part of the no poo routine. So I started using that. So what I did was I got a wine bottle, I think it's 750ml wine bottle, I think that's what they are, and I put 2 teaspoons, so with the bicarb, 2 teaspoons of in there, and then I got some warm water and just whooshed it up, and that was enough for 2 washes. As well, I did the same thing with the apple cider vinegar, also a wine bottle, a 250ml wine bottle. Apple cider vinegar that's also got the mother in it, make sure it's got the mother in it. That with 2 tablespoons and then with warm water to whoosh it up. And that also was for 2 washes as well. So it was really about, so I would have it in my shower and wash. And I was doing that probably every 5 days. So every 5 days, I only did it for a little while with the bicarb and the apple cider. One of the things I noticed with the bicarb is it felt like it stripped my hair a little bit. It felt cleaner, but it didn't feel quite right. I did like the apple cider vinegar though. So I checked up on Bi-Carb Soda, and it's got quite a high pH. Whether it's how much it's diluted with water, maybe the pH is actually lower. but I just found that the pH was probably a little bit higher than I wanted for my hair, like how there. So I looked at other alternatives. So I found, instead of the Bicarb, to start using Shikakai Powder. Now, I had a number of people who, you know, were recommending it, so I thought, okay, let's do this powder. So I ordered it. And so Shikakai Powder, but this is, if you can see it here, I'll bring it in closer. But all this stuff will be in the comments. All the items and where I got it from will be in the comments. So Shikakai Powder is pH neutral in that it is the same pH as your skin. So I was willing to get it just for that. Also as well, it is recommended for the no poo regime, hair regime, and it's also been used for centuries. So Shikakai powder has been used for centuries to clean hair. So what it does is it cleans hair without stripping the natural oils, which I think the Bicarb was doing a little bit, whereas the Shikakai powder is really, it doesn't feel like it strips the hair of the oils. It supposedly promotes growth. So it also, like, it controls dandruff, it does a number of things. So it's supposed to be this, you know, wonder clean alternative to shampoo that's pH neutral. So what you do with the powder, what you do, I've actually just got it in a little bowl, some of it in a little bowl, and I mix it up with water so it's like a gravy, and it does feel like you're putting gravy on your head. I just do it in the roots. So I do this once a week. I sit over the kitchen sink and I put it into my roots, rubbing it and actually massaging it into my roots, making sure it gets even underneath everywhere and behind the ears and stuff. Then I just put my hair up and leave it to dry for about 30 minutes. And it smells like Christmas pudding. So it feels like gravy, like you're pouring gravy on your head. But it smells like Christmas pudding, so it's quite a nice sort of smell. Then what I do after it's dried, I just go straight into the shower, I rinse it out, and I massage it a little bit too when I'm rinsing it out. Then I just do the apple cider rinse. So I just basically pour the apple cider over my head and then just rinse it out, and then I do my other stuff. Now I do that once a week. Just once a week. And the other times during the week, I wet my hair twice in that week, so 2 other times, and I use the apple cider rinse as well again. Now also as well, just in case it gets a bit greasy, if my hair does get a bit greasy, which actually these days it's not. I'm actually finding, so it's been over 2 months now. I don't really notice it getting greasy, but if it does for any reason, or I just need a little bit more volume or something, a bit of oomph, freshener or something, I've been using this Black Chicken dry shampoo. It's all natural and it's really quite good. I don't use it very much. I don't really need to use it very much, well, particularly I guess in lockdown at the moment. I might need to use it more once we're out of lockdown, but yeah, it's an instant hair refresh. So, and I'm finding this is really good, and I like the fact that it's natural as well. So I would really recommend this, but I just found I haven't used it that much. Haven't needed to use it that much. Now during all this, when I told you about the Shikakai powder and all that, I didn't actually mention that I was conditioning my hair, and that's because I actually don't condition my hair anymore in the shower. It was probably around the time I was doing the Bicarb. I sort of tested myself and thought, I won't condition my hair and see how it goes. And I was quite surprised. I could still get a brush through it. So I didn't condition this one time. I could still get a brush through it. It still felt okay. I did spray some leave-in conditioner on, so after I got out of the shower when it was still wet, but I didn't use conditioner. So the next time I didn't use conditioner, and basically I haven't used conditioner since then at all. Now you've got to understand, because I've got quite damaged hair, and with it being long, it easily breaks. So I've been using really good conditioner for a long time. So very expensive, good conditioner. And I'm amazed I'm not using conditioner at all anymore. Like I said, I spray on the leave-in conditioner when I get out of the shower. And I also use this, I've been using this for a while anyway, a Schwarzkopf Extra Care Hair Repair, this Repair in Oil Spray. I've been using this for a while, and it's great because it's like a little bit like a leave-in, but it also has a bit of oil just to, you know, manage your strands a little bit. So I just use that as well as a leave-in conditioner straight after, and then that's it. So I don't condition my hair anymore, which I am amazed at. I feel I've got healthy, happy hair, and I'm not conditioning it anymore. But once a week, I made a decision just recently, once a week, using a hair treatment, like a conditioning hair treatment. So what I've been doing, and I've only been doing this for the last 2 weeks, I've been using it's a root treatment, hair treatment. It's from Lush. It's called Roots. This is really good because I thought it might manage any dandruff or itchy scalp I might get. I thought this might eliminate it. As well as using, this is also from Lush, Jasmine and Henna Fluff-Ease, this is lovely, and it smells, both of them actually smell gorgeous. This particularly smells gorgeous. Probably about 2 or 3 hours before I put in this, and I just put it in the roots, so all in the roots, and then I leave it there for a while, maybe an hour. Then I don't rinse it out. I then put this stuff on, more on the strands and stuff, and then I just put it up into a bun and I leave it for a while. So I leave it for another hour or so, and just, you know, I'm at home at the moment, so I can do that. Then I put the Shikakai Powder in, the gravy in, and then I wash my hair and do all that. So that's what I do just once a week, and that makes a great difference. So it just means my hair does get a little bit of treatment in it, but it doesn't make it too heavy, which is great. So look, these are great, and they smell beautiful too, and they're not too expensive. So, you know, and they're far cheaper than the conditioner I used to use. Now, the other thing also in there is I now don't use hair mousse. I think I stopped around the same time I stopped using the conditioner. I just gave it a bit of a test run to see, being in lockdown, I could have flat hair, it didn't make any difference. And so I thought I would, you know, take the mousse out of the equation and see what would happen. And there was no difference. Like, basically, I don't need to use hair mousse. I just found my hair is fine without using hair mousse. So that's another thing that's gone. So I say, yeah, I think it's about 3 weeks into the no poo that I actually deleted the hair mousse from my hair regime. And really, I've still got volume. I think what was going on is I think that the shampoo was actually stripping the hair of volume. And so I guess of those natural oils that actually give you that volume. And so then I was trying to recreate that volume with hair mousse or something. There must have been something like that. So now that I don't shampoo my hair, it's got that natural volume, and I actually don't need to use hair mousse, which is, I've used hair mousse for most of my adult life. So it's so weird. It's the same thing with the conditioner. Those were the 2 things I just thought I would have to deal with for the rest of my life. And they're both gone, apart from the hair treatments once a week. I don't use either of them. So I really wished I'd done this no poo method before. From all this experience, I wish I had done this before. My hair has volume and is healthy. It feels good. It's less maintenance, which is also really good. I'm enjoying the less maintenance stuff too. Now, I will say, with the greasy part that you go through, some people say it can take up to 12 weeks for the greasy part to, you know, get through. I actually found it only took about 3 or 4 weeks. It wasn't pleasant. I didn't like it. So it was greasy. You know, even going to the supermarket, I just put it up in a bun because it was just a bit gross. And more importantly than that, it smelt a little bit like this musty sort of smell, which was pretty gross, which is why I actually got this to start with, to deal with that sort of smell and the greasiness. And yeah, so that was pretty gross. I thought I was going to have to live with that smell if, you know, being no poo, but that smell went with the greasiness. After a while, my hair, I guess the balance of the oils got used to what was going on, and then suddenly the greasiness was gone. I really don't find I get much greasiness at all now, and certainly that smell that was there is not there anymore. So whether it's also the toxins that come out of your scalp at that time, I don't know, but so it's a little bit unpleasant. I found for about 3 or 4 weeks it was a little bit unpleasant. I totally and completely recommend the no poo method. I recommend what I've done. This is just my what I'm doing and what I'm find it works for me. And if you've got thin, long hair, this might be something that might work for you. Other people have different methods that they use. And look, eventually I want to actually step away from the Shikakai powder and be completely not use anything, but this is really, really good to use because it's a pH neutral, it's the same pH as the skin, to use and then back that off. So eventually I want to be completely not use anything to clean my hair, but for the moment it's perfect. So I might do another update later on down the track and let you guys know if there's any changes, but yeah, I thought I'd just let you guys know of what was working for me, and hopefully, you know, it's helpful to you. And all the stuff I use, it will be down in the description below, so just, yeah, and I think around about in cost, and that will be in Australian dollars as well. So if you guys like this video, please like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe down below to see future videos. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, future content for future videos, or any comments, please put in the comment section below. And remember, you can book a coaching session with me on my website, or you can email me. And so check out my other videos here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.